sets in.
Yo, what is up, everybody? It is that time again for Reforged Radio, where we talk about all things Realm Royale Reforged. Tonight's guest is GamingCubeLive, and as apparently is the usual, when we start off this thing, we get a sub right away. Let's go. Appreciate you so much, Papa Bear. Thanks for that. Much love. Let's switch over to the radio screen. My man's not gonna be on cam tonight, but you know, whatever, you know, it doesn't matter. It's okay. At the end of the day, man, this thing ends up on a podcast where you just listen to it anyway. So if people want to come on with the camera, they don't. I don't ever make them do it. But anyway, with no further ado, let me just tell you guys a little bit about the guy we got coming up tonight. This guy is like everywhere. You know how like you start going into people's streams and you start talking to people, and then somebody pops up, and then somebody pops up again, and somebody pops up again, and you're like, damn, this guy's everywhere, right? So like eventually they catch my eye, right? Or they come to my stream or whatever, you know? And so I just noticed this guy's hanging a lot in the community. So we're going to talk a little bit about him. I went and did a little bit of research on this guy, as I do with everybody, and I found out some cool shit to talk to him and ask him about. So we're going to do that. This guy's got a pretty fucking badass YouTube channel. So with no further ado, you guys, I'm going to bring him on. This is our guy, GamingCubeLive. Yo, GamingCube, are you there, brother?
Sir.
Oh, sir, how's the volume?
Yes,
Can you hear me good? Am I too loud?
Oh no, you're fine. You're fine. Am I good?
I'm turning you up so that you'll be good on the recording of this thing. Anyway, man, let's first of all, thanks for doing this. Really appreciate you. I know that I could tell that you were a little bit like, me, bro? Why me, bro?
Yeah.
Why am I being singled out? What have I done? Is this an ambush? Right?
Yeah.
Some people have asked me that, they're like, bro, someone said to me one time when I asked them, like, did someone say something to you? Like, I don't understand. You know what I just noticed, man? My camera, like, needs to go. There we go. Oh my God. I was so tall. Anyway, first things first, man. Thanks for doing this. Appreciate you. No, I promise this isn't an aha moment or a gotcha moment. Real quick before we jump into this. So, Papa Bear, thank you for the sub. Ambitious Andrews, good to see you. Cheesy Boy, let's go. And then let's see, we got Brandon. Let's go, dude. Hello. Hi, everybody. Listen, for those of you guys that have never been here before, this is Reforged Radio recording live. So I don't do a ton of interacting with the chat. I'm not saying don't chat. I won't read it. But for the most part, we're here to talk to our guest, which tonight is GamingCubeLive. And without any further ado, let's just jump right into it, man. Like, who dis, baby? Like, who are you? Like, who are you, man? Like, where the hell did you come from? Tell us about yourself a little bit. Like, tell us, like, how you ended up spending so much time, you know, in these Realm Royale channels. Like, tell us a little bit about your history on Twitch and what have you.
All right. Well, at first, I started off on YouTube like quite a few years ago, mainly just streaming with my buddy, and then I got a brand new gaming PC, and at the time, I was working really hard for it, and I didn't do much research or anything like that, and I bought like a $600 rig. And as soon as I bought it, I saw Realm Royale as I was looking through the Steam page. And I was looking for a good battle royale to try out, so I downloaded Realm. I was pretty bad at it because, like I said, I wasn't used to PC at all. But, you know, I really loved the game. I played it a lot. And then I kind of, you know, I stopped playing it because I realized I wasn't really all that good at it. And then one of my friends was streaming on YouTube playing Realm on PlayStation. And I guess I must have lived on a rock because I didn't know at all that Realm came out on consoles. So I asked him about it, and then I went in and I got the Founders Pack right away, and pretty much started mainly streaming Realm Royale on YouTube. And honestly, that's kind of what made my channel kind of blow up in a small kind of sense. I went from about 300 to about 1,200 subscribers in about like a month and a half, just mainly by streaming Realm Royale. That and PUBG, but Realm Royale really brought in all the viewers for me. So I've always had a good, you know, close attachment to Realm. I've been playing it pretty much ever since it came out on consoles. Shortly before that, like I said, been playing it all this time. My friends have played it, dropped out of it, came back, dropped out of it, and like most recently, for like the last 3 years, something like that, I've been playing it with my girlfriend and her friends as well. So I got them into it. So that's pretty much what I've been doing. Just been playing a lot of Realm Royale, streaming it on Twitch. I used to have another Twitch account prior to this one, but I got locked out of it with my Authentic or my Authy code or something like that.
Your
so I had to do a whole
code,
new
yeah,
Twitch.
no, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
So
it was terrible.
For those people listening to this, and maybe if you guys have or haven't heard, you know, me do this before, I try to weave in some really interesting information, and I'll just tell you because I've tried to start doing something where I'm trying to help people grow on another platform, okay? And I've put so much time and effort into it that I'm actually charging for it, which some people are like, oh, I ain't charging for it, bro. But like, here's some simple advice you can find anywhere on the internet. And you just basically said some of that advice. Like, you just explained the theory of it. Like, people start streaming and they're like, dude, I'm going to stream Fortnite every day for a year, bro, or Warzone, or, you know, Apex, or whatever, Overwatch, right? And what they don't realize is that if you, yeah, but I'm just saying, they don't realize if you jump on a game where the community's small, the viewership, you know, unfortunately for us right now is small. But what happens, and I call it the Realm Royale effect, is you end up being like a big boy in a small pond because the pond's not that big. You want to go try and be a big Fortnite streamer? Good luck, man. There's literally a million people playing Fortnite trying to stream it on 17 different platforms. So you got the Realm Royale, what I call bump. There's a couple which I'm probably going to ask to come on at some point in the next month or so, that literally I woke up, I turn on my computer to work, I look on the computer and I see this couple playing, and I'm like, who are these fucking people, right? Like, what the hell, dude? And just called in the cavalry, went and sent a couple tweets out, sent a couple of Discord messages. Hey man, there's new people. You guys go over there and get them, man. Go over there and do our thing, man. And that's what I love so much about this community. Let me ask you a question.
Just lurking in their stream right before I got on here.
It's on my. I have it on too. No lie. It's literally. Let's just see here. Just so.
Realm streams open.
I literally have their. They got 10 viewers right now. It's called the couples content. But enough about them. Let's talk about you. So.
I'm down for that.
Tell me why you are lurking Realm these days. And when I say lurking, you know what I mean by that, right? Like I heard a funny joke, which is actually what caused me to invite you. Is I don't remember whose channel we were lurking in, GamingCube. Who was it? Who was that? Was that Total's channel? No.
I think I know what comment you were talking about.
It was Tick talking about you on Total stream about a different stream that he was sitting in, and he mentioned you, and then you popped up and started talking. Are we thinking about the same thing?
Yeah.
Okay,
that was just a really weird day because I literally ran into Tick in like 5 different streams, and I swear he probably thought I was stalking him, but like every stream.
That's hilarious, dude. That's so funny.
And like
that's
I said,
so funny.
Like I'll say what up or something like that, but usually I just watch and lurk, and if I feel like I need to say something or want to say something, that I do. But like I was just chilling, lurking, and I seen him type something. I was like, well, might as well say hi to him. So,
that is so crazy. That is crazy. Yeah, no, man. I definitely, you know. So let's talk about lurking then. So when I lurk, I usually pop in, I chit chat a little bit, and then I let them know, hey, I'm just kind of lurking. And then my question to you is, are you like me? Do you leave a little volume on and kind of listen in to see if like your name pops up or if an interesting point pops up, or do you just mute the tab and go on with your day and then come back later? What kind of a lurker are you in the realm?
Well, usually for me, I'll have maybe like, it depends on who's all streaming at the time, but like, let's say there's 3 people I'm watching, I'll probably have the like 2 streams muted and then 1 stream about like low to midway. And usually when I'm watching the streams, like I might be doing something myself, like either playing my own video game or just looking around or working on a video or doing something like that. And I'll tune in every little bit and then type something and then, you know, go to another chat, type something. But most of the time I just sit and watch. And if there's something funny, then I'll talk about that. And usually I just have, like I said, about 4 streams open, one of them playing and the rest muted, and then I just alternate between them and say what's up to everybody.
Hold on a second. Looking for something, and I lost it.
Try to get to know as many people in their own community as I can, whether they're streamers or just, you know, viewers and whatever.
Why? What's your YouTube channel again?
My YouTube channel is GamingCube_, I believe. I think I saw the underscore in there.
_live?
Yeah. Wait, just GamingCube on YouTube and GamingCubeLive on Twitch.
GamingCube by itself?
Yeah. Yep.
And I see you. Okay, perfect. Hold on, I gotta pull this up for later. This is for later. All right.
I looked at myself on YouTube recently. I noticed there was a bunch of gaming cubes. I was like, what the hell?
There was a bunch of gaming cubes. So then you're like me then, for the most part. You throw up through 2 or 3 streams, you go through there, you kind of see what's going on. What up, Pyramid? What up, Soccer? What up, Ren?
Yeah.
Welcome, guys.
I feel like I do chat more in your streams and Total stream and tick stream. But I mean, usually I'm just around everywhere, and if I like the guy's vibe or whatever, I'll just I'll say what's up to him, and I'll keep coming around, keep chatting, maybe drop a sub or whatever, or
No, dude, appreciate that, man. Like I know when you came in, you were pretty active, and it's always nice to see someone that's active. It's also nice to see someone, that's kind of in and around the community. And so let's get down to let's get down to the good and the bad here, man. I got two things I want to really talk to you about tonight. I gave you this talking points, but the first thing I want to talk to you about is your YouTube channel. I want to spend a little bit of time on this, okay? Because more and more what's seemingly starting to happen with me, and I kind of already alluded to this earlier, is I'm really interested in trying to help direct people in a way to help try to grow on whatever platform they want to grow on. Obviously, you've heard from me. I've had some unbelievable success on TikTok, and I've started to focus on trying to see if I can help people get on TikTok. And most of them are like, oh, hell no, bro, I can't do that. It's too hard. It's too tough. What you're asking me to do is like too much, man. I'm not gonna be able to do it. So with anything, it's obviously a grind, but what I want to know right now, and let me swap this over to this screen and show chat. Yo, this is your channel, right? Gaming Cube, YouTube,
yep,
6,710, 6.71K subscribers. Do you wanna explain yourself, Gaming Cube? Like, you're like secretly fucking huge. What the hell?
Huge,
What's going on?
Kind of in a small sense. I mean, it's funny when you look at that, like with the date my YouTube page was created. It was literally created probably 3 years before I actually ever posted a video on there.
Right,
and,
right.
Like I've been doing YouTube for quite a few years, and like
I know you
consistent
have
for the most part. But then I would take 2-month breaks, couple month breaks here and there. I wasn't really consistent for like the last maybe 2 years, but I've been trying to get a lot more consistent on it. Not with the videos, as you can see, my last video was uploaded 4 months ago. But
yeah,
I've been doing mainly streams, and also been streaming like a lot more on Twitch with doing
I see some shorts. I don't know how old these shorts are, but I see some.
Oh yeah, those shorts were a couple months old.
Ages ago.
Unfortunately, the Fortnite comparing to Realm Royale, that was from a really, really old video too. But yeah, and that Toy Soldiers Battle Royale
that was pretty cool. I remember when that first came out, that there was a little bit of like thought in my mind that, dude, this could be something, because Toy Soldiers is kind of dope, right? Like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Let's talk about this though, man. So obviously you found a secret to some success. I mean, you've built over 6.7 thousand people on a YouTube channel that says the word gaming in it. So my question to you is, do you have any, well, and maybe this would be a better question asked after we talk about the next section, but do you have any aspirations to start grinding content again? And is any of that potential content looking like it might be Realm Royale Reforged?
Oh yes, definitely. Like I kind of kick myself because like back before Realm Reforged actually hit and everything like that. I remember Thor and Lanya were doing their live stream before Thor got hired, and they were doing all the puzzle pieces and all the little leaks here and there. And I actually saw one of your videos like probably a year ago about Realm Royale coming back, and I'm like, I should really start promoting Realm Royale coming back, because it's like my favorite game. I love it. I still play it. None of my friends really play it, but if I get the word out that Realm's coming back, I should do it. But like I just never really, I don't know if it was just laziness or if I was just unsure if Realm was actually going to come back. I always kind of had faith that it would, but I just never really like grinded out the videos, like you did and other people have for Realm Royale. But definitely with the new season coming out and the battle pass, like I'm very, very hyped for it, and I can't wait to make some content on it. Whether it's just straight up gameplay videos or going over the battle pass, or tips, tricks, like whatever.
So the reason why I was dead set on knowing you were going to be a good person to invite is because you said this exactly to me. You said, I like the idea and concept. Sounds like it'll be fun. Getting my name out there would help too. I haven't been on the streaming game recently. Just been waiting for the update to drop. What I read into that, because if you get to know me, man, I'm like, I see something and then I try to read into the reality of what was said or the bullshit of what was said. I'm like, dude, I feel like this guy's like maybe a bigger, like there might be something to this guy. And then sure enough, dude, I asked you what your YouTube was. You shot me over there and I'm like, this guy's fucking legit, bro. What the hell? What's going on? Oh my God, dude, his YouTube's fucking massive. So you're obviously a Philadelphia hockey fan. That's pretty apparent. Are you from out in that area? Is that where you're at? If you don't mind saying.
No, I actually live in the Pittsburgh area. Like when we first moved to the Pittsburgh area a long time ago. Yeah.
What? And you're not a Pens fan? How dare you?
No. I remember like my dad took me to a store and I got a Penguins calendar and like a deck of hockey cards. And that night I watched the hockey game and it was the Flyers versus the Penguins.
And you ended up liking the orange and white team better.
Yeah. And at first it was stupid like that. It was stupid. I was like, I like the orange colors. You know, they look pretty cool. And then during the game, there was like 5 fights, and the Flyers were just pummeling people. I think the Flyers lost the game, but I was like, I think I'm going to be a Flyers fan because I like their players. I heard of quite a few players that they had.
Right.
And I like their uniforms, and they're just whooping the Penguins' ass.
When I was 6 years old, my dad took me to a LA Kings game. This is back when they used to wear the purple and gold like the Lakers do. And the first game he took me to was against the Minnesota North Stars when Minnesota was still the North Stars back in those days before they moved to Dallas. But Minnesota thumped them 9-3. So I bought a little blue plastic, which was awesome, like one-piece hockey stick and a Minnesota North Stars banner because I was a front runner, bro, big time. And then I actually started playing hockey, even though I'm from Southern California. I started playing hockey after that and played hockey most of my entire life up until now. And people trip out. They're like, how long have you been playing hockey? I'm like, my whole life, like 44 years. They're like, what?
I love.
Where'd you grow up at?
I can roller skate though. I used to play a little bit of street hockey.
It's a lot easier to play inline a lot out here than to play ice, but I played ice for years and years and years as well. People are like, where are the ice rinks in Southern California? Believe it or not, there's a lot of them. And then when the Kings started doing well and got Gretzky, they just started building ice rinks, and obviously we brought a few more teams, and it just has been pretty mainstay here. But I mean, there's NHL players now from like Southern California that make it to the NHL, which is a trip. Which you're like, what?
We have a minor hockey team in the Youngstown, Ohio area, and I know I forget his name is Kyle Connor or Kevin Connor, one of them. He plays for like I think the Jets, and he came from the Youngstown team that played there.
Yeah, local kid.
It's pretty cool.
It is pretty cool. So then you're definitely considering putting content back out there again. Now, when you do make content for Realm, what kind of content will it be? Will it be like kind of like what Leah's Crazy does, where it'll be a compilation of clips? Will it be how-to stuff? Like, what was successful for you when you were putting other content up? What do you envision seeing yourself creating and putting back up on the GamingCubeLive channel?
Because there's no really such thing as taking other people's content because everyone pretty much comes up with the same ideas, especially when you're talking about like a video game and stuff like that. Sure. So I figure, like montages would be cool. Like how-tos, even like ranking the guns like Lanio did before the update came out. He was like, SMG, is it good? And he would go through it all and he would rank the gun. I think that stuff would be pretty cool to do. Like highlight videos.
That isn't good was like that isn't good became a meme though.
That shit was funny.
It was funny, dude. It was unbelievable, man.
Is it good?
Yeah, Craziac. I know the exact date for the update. Unfortunately, I'm under a strict non-disclosure agreement with Hi-Res Studios, and I can't tell you. But I can tell you soon. I can tell you soon, man. It won't be that long. I know, like, here's what I can tell you. I know that here's what I can tell everybody that's watching or listening to this is Hi-Res Studios has repeated over and over and over and over and over and over again how they operate things, almost to the point of where that's why some people are always mad at them because they think, oh, you're just going to do what you always do. Well, yes, but they also do some things from a marketing perspective, meaning there's certain days that are better to do certain things as far as promoting your games as a multi-million-dollar company. And so I can tell you that the last time we got an update show was either on a Thursday or Friday. I'm pretty sure we're not going to get an update show this Thursday because it's Thanksgiving. I mean, call me crazy, but let's just say that they did like they did last time. That would mean maybe Friday's the update show. Thor said in the Discord, the official Discord, that he was going to be filming soon the update show. So if you want to, like, again, just hypothetically speaking, if he said that and they like normally do things on a Friday, potentially it could have been last Friday or this Friday, maybe the following Friday. But usually after they do the Friday update show, it's usually within that day or the next few days that they actually release the patch. So I would say we're not that far away. I really would just say keep your eyes peeled, keep looking in that Realm Royale Discord for any information.
I think it'd be cool if they did like the update show and then like right after the update show release the update, kind of like they did I think with when Reforged first dropped. They had the update show and then they did it like the update was like right after that, and people could hop on and play.
So
I
Crazy
remember Halloween was a little different.
Crazy Act. I certainly would be pleased if they did it on Tuesday, but I believe that that would mean that we would have already had the update show. Now, is there a chance they roll out Monday with an update show and then they patch on Tuesday? Maybe, but you have to remember they have to have time to get approved by Sony and by Nintendo and by Xbox. So the reason why you guys on consoles cannot play the patch, the PTS, is because we can't wait 9 days every time we adjust something in those servers. You basically have to send a full complete patch to them. They approve it and then they launch it. That takes 7 to 9 days. It's basically been about that amount of time now. So yeah, I mean, anything's possible. That's not the information that's been shared with me. I haven't heard from that friend. That friend hasn't told me Tuesday. I would love it if it shows up on Tuesday. That'd be amazing. So let's finish you off with this. So let's talk about the patch 3. Did you get a chance to play a lot of patch 3 on the PTS? Yes or no?
I do have the PTS and I had it installed, but I actually never went into the game to play a game or look at the battle pass. I try to been staying away from it as much as I can. But being in chat, see, like I've heard of, the shock grenade or shock rifle and the grenade launcher. Like I heard of the weapons, obviously engineers back and stuff like that. I've seen 2 skins out of the battle pass, and so far that's it. I've been trying to stay away as much as I can.
Man, listen, the good news is that we know everything that's going to be coming out in the patch. There usually isn't too many more surprises from what they put on the PTS. I'm not saying there wouldn't be anything additional, but it looks like we got, I guess it's 3 different engineer skins to choose from. 2 of those are going to be in the store, plus the actual OG skin.
I actually I actually own 2 of those not really new engineer skins, but the Forge Fire and the Sprocket, which were warrior skins, are now going to be engineer skins. So
which one's Sprocket? Sprocket. I remember that. That's the blue and white one, right?
Yeah, I never liked it either. I never used it.
I'm actually jealous. I've never gotten that. I have never seen or gotten that opportunity to get that skin.
People say that they wanted it, and I'm like, it's cool, but it's a PS exclusive, which is I guess why. Because
I'm never gonna get it. Then that's just what's gonna happen. I'm not gonna get it. Tell me, since you didn't get to play PTS 3, when you came back, was it really hardcore? Like when they patched everything in August, and did you get to play the last patch as well? And let's just maybe take a little bit of a piece of a section here and talk about the where we're at so far since the first patch. What are some of your likes, dislikes, concerns, things you're happy about?
It's funny because I wrote out like a WordPad document before Reforged came out about things I'd like to see in, like a new Realm update and stuff.
Interesting.
And a lot of the stuff that was in my WordPad document was what they put in the game. Like I wanted, the class locking to be, bring back the class locking. So, you can't use the weapon stuff. Bring back armor pieces instead of runes, things like that. And that was like one of the main things I was really happy about with the update, with the class locking, bringing back armor instead of runes.
Do you feel
I'm glad that they got rid of the fire staff, at least the way it was before?
Do you feel like the game is really balanced right now?
I do. Actually, as a console player, I do feel like it's pretty balanced as well as they can make it. I am kind of nervous with Engineer coming out. I feel like he will be a little overpowered, but I mean, that usually happens when new things come out. They get overpowered, then you got to nerf it. But I feel like overall, console's pretty balanced in terms of the classes and the weapons.
It's really
some weapons I just want to get rid of completely, like the Gatekeeper. But I mean, it's not like unbeatable. But I still don't.
It's really interesting, man, because like one of the first kind of discussions I got myself involved in on this PTS server with the engineer was like the having to use these 2 movements. It's bullshit. It's dog shit. You should make it so that you can just double tap and use 2 movements and 1 ability. And then what you just said is the reason why I think it's better to have them be separate. Is you have to make a decision on whether or not you want to have upwards and forwards movement with the engineer, or do you want to play it some other way different? Because imagine if they took the upwards movement and made it just the rocket boots plus the upward movement with a 2-tap. You talk about being broken. That would then give you the opportunity to run grounding shock. You could run turret, both the hurting turret and the healing turret. You could run grenade. Fire. You can run the fire grenades, which are now class locked to the engineer, and you could run, grounding shock. Like I just see it being disgusting if you were to put both of those movements into one thing. That's just, of course, my opinion, but
I can see the other side of that argument, but I definitely agree. Keeping it separated would probably be a lot better because, like you said, you'd have to have one more inventory slot for your other ability. So
well,
I think just going straight up would, I think that's fine.
And I think
I've seen a couple. I've seen how it works because I've seen a couple people play as engineer, and I'm like, like I said, I could see the argument of maybe more horizontal movement to it, but
it's interesting, man, because like I think, and this is going back to the argument that I had before, not argument, but the point I was making before, which was like, well, hey, listen, a lot of people are crying about the class locking. Well, I can't pick up this, I can't pick up that, I can't run Hunter Leap. Like, oh, can you imagine Hunter Leap with grapple hook, dude? Please, hey, come on, right? Yeah. Oh my god, bro, it would be so sick. But here's the thought though, right? Like when I used to get in game in the old version of our game before this first patch in August, one of the things I would do is, depending on where game was going to end, if I was playing one of the more vertically challenged characters, I might get rid of my leap. And I know that the leap gives damage, but if I wanted to go chase that little piece of shit that was going to be at the top of fucking Jaguar, I wanted to grab myself a freaking sword to go up there and get him, Exactly. And so I think people underestimate the fact that at the end of a game, depending on now where those fights are at, because most of the fights now have been put in a place where you can get to the top of the mushrooms because of all the bridges now. They've cut down all the rocks around Goblin. They've cut down the rocks around Jaguar. They put a tower in the middle of freaking Trinity. Like, I saw the tower, there is all these places now where that ability for the engineer, it's not going to help you much as far as going, horizontal, but you're going to want to be able to leap up to that forge / in this case, it's called, thrust. You're going to want to use that thrust as a single movement ability. And then when you're up there, you might want to jet around a corner and fight with someone. And so I found it actually to be like, well, I really like both of them being separately. Like, I would hate to accidentally have a 2-tap movement where I'm constantly going, oh shit, I didn't want to go over there. Oh my god, I flew into the storm. It's 5-tick. I'm dead. I can just already see it happening. Yeah. Oh, we got a disagreeer about your gatekeeper comment. Yeah, listen, the gatekeeper is irritating, but unfortunately, it needs to be left in the game because there are some new Realm babies that play the game. You have a turret and a fireball with AR, SMG, or LMG. You can defeat someone with a gatekeeper. Well, you can defeat people with a gatekeeper if you just get out of their fucking way. That's the other thing you can do too. So then listen, since you haven't done much of patch 3, then I guess you've really spoken as much as you can on patch 3. What are your hopes, things that you think might be missing from the game that it would be good if they considered adding to the game? Maybe something that you have, GamingCube, that no one else is talking about. Is there something you don't hear a lot about, but you're like, hey, it'd be kind of cool if they did this?
Yeah, I have a lot of kind of like ideas. I sent him, like I said, I did another word pad and I sent it into Shiz and he said he'd pass along of like just random ideas that I thought would be good for Realm. Like even like the smallest things, like having like randomized loading screens, or kind of like, and taking everything from Fortnite, but having like loadouts where you can have like, you can pick your warrior class and you can have set the skin, the mount, loading screen, all that crap. I mean, yeah, most of it would be based off cosmetics, but I feel like loadouts in Realm would make a lot more sense with classes. Like, I think that'd be cool. Obviously, like ideas for skins and whatnot, expanding and adding more in-depth quests, I think would be cool. Like having like class-specific quests, or
so you're thinking
location quests, weapon quests.
You're really thinking a lot more about quality of life stuff / grinding type stuff, is what you're saying.
Yeah. And then when I'm not thinking about that, I'm just thinking about like what would be a cool like skin to add to the game, because I have like a lot of ideas for skins that I just think would be awesome.
Listen, I'll tell you something, and again, no promises, obviously, but there's a place called Content Creation, and there's a place called Help Each Other in the official Realm. If you've got some artwork that you're interested in maybe flashing off to some of the people that work in high res that even work on this game, I've heard rumors that they look at that stuff occasionally and get ideas, and in some cases have even put stuff together for people. So I wouldn't be shy about if you've got some artwork to share it.
Person's name, but unfortunately, I remember I did look in there. I saw someone post it was like a mermaid mage or something like that. It just looks so badass. Like something like that would be just cool to add to the game.
Wow, Tickle Slip, you're insane. This is why you're never going to be allowed to come on Reforged Radio, is because of that comment right there in chat. His comment in chat says, I had this dream last night about what to do with chickens on, say, a last chicken. You go to a chicken pen and it'll be a Bach Royale. You fight as chickens to the death for one last time. That is the dumbest thing I have ever heard of in my entire life. Oh, you're talking about a backlog. You're talking about a gulag for chickens. Is that what you're saying? Like, so once their chickens popped, they go into a chicken coop and then they have a peck off and then one of them gets to redeploy like in Warzone?
Oh Lord, imagine that.
Wow, bro.
The way you say it doesn't actually sound like
I'm not gonna lie. You might have something there, but I think it wouldn't. And rather than be one-on-one, I think it would be like you said. I think there would be like a minimum of 6 dead chickens in the coop, and then those 6 chickens just battle it out, and the last one standing gets to redeploy automatically. That might be some shit for patch like 10, but everyone's like, that's a great idea. Everyone says it's a great idea, dude. Holy shit balls, dude. Oh my god.
That does have fun.
Oh man, that is
crazy. I'd love to see them add some game modes back to Realm though in the future.
Yeah.
Like the Realm Royale, it was called the Training Grounds Deathmatch. It was like 4 years ago. Like you can find video of Realm on their YouTube and stuff, and it was just such a cool mode. Like I'd love to see them bring that back.
What was it called?
I think it was called Deathmatch Training Grounds, and it was like a 15-minute match. And you could, go wherever and infinite respawns, and whoever had the most kills at the end of the game won. And they had like the little score tracker on the side. It's pretty much just like a death match, but also like a training ground where you could just go around the map, do whatever you wanted, look at things. If you died, you come back.
Hold on, I've got a YouTube going right now.
Introduced a new game mode to Realm Royale.
It was a very.
Hold on, you guys want to see it? Hold on, we're gonna watch it live right now.
Training grounds give
Hell
players a way to test to determine whether it stays as a regular queue option.
I'd love for this to come back.
Up to 50 players can enter a match in this game mode as solos. For
Like they got the
15
score
minutes,
thing there
players
on the
will be able
side.
to explore the realm and rack up as many eliminations as possible. A scoreboard will be displayed that shows the teams with the most eliminations. All loot chests will respawn every 2 minutes.
Yeah, this
Unlike
footage
the
so
main
old.
mode, the fog will only converge to a single circle. This will give players the opportunity to travel far and explore new regions. There's no need to worry about being eliminated in this mode. When you're eliminated in the deathmatch training grounds, you'll respawn and skydive back into the action. Be sure to share your feedback on the game mode within the Steam discussions or through social media. We look forward to more updates in the
Deathmatch
near future.
training grounds.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
It's such a simple but effective mode. I think it'd be fun. Do it with
Okay.
solos, maybe even with squads.
Okay. Man, that was before my time. I'm not gonna lie to you. I never seen that before.
Yeah.
I ain't never
the
seen
first
that
time I
before.
ever booted up Realm, they did have, I don't think it was that, but they had like a death match, but that was like really, really, really early, like way early.
So before you go, let's ask you one last question.
All
Is
right.
there some super negativity about Realm Royale that you'd like to share? Like anything at all that you're like, dude, this has got to stop, or this has got to go, or these people got to stop doing this. Is there anything critical that you want to say about the game to get yourself in trouble?
The main thing I really would love to see, and I know it's kind of hard because it's a small team, and I mean I don't know what their financial situation is, but I feel like if Realm doesn't properly market, the battle pass and the game itself, like I honestly don't know if it's gonna what it's gonna do to really help the player base grow. I mean, it's one thing to retweet it on Twitter, post in Discord, but like the only people that are seeing that are people that follow on Twitter and follow in Discord. I haven't seen any ads for Realm Reforged since the update ever came out. I'd love to see them market it more.
I want you to go to my stream right now. Let me know when you're there.
Oh, I'm there.
Okay. I'm going to put something up to the camera right now. Let me know when you can see what I put up to the camera.
Ooh. Jailbird shaking.
Now, I can't flip it over because there's a code on the back of this. But someone physically handed this to me at TwitchCon. Okay?
Yeah.
And so where I come from in the world, when someone hands you something with the name of their game on it, that's considered a piece of marketing material, okay? And so that means that this was printed, and as you can see, it's got the brand new logo. So it's not like these are from like 4 years ago when they were handing them out at HRX. This is a brand new, printed on glossy, thick paper, like business card thick piece of material, which again, I'm one of these guys that likes to read into things, and perhaps I read into things too deeply, but I know from being in the business of working with a ton of business customers and going to a ton of networking events and having people hand me all their marketing shit, that's a piece of marketing. Okay, so if they spent some money and time to build that piece of marketing, I have to imagine that that wasn't the only thing they went down to Kinko's and said, hey guys, print this shit out for us. I also happen to know that, you know, for some people that don't know this, they sent a lot of people this item right here. I don't know if you guys have seen this yet. And again, this is like a super like nice box. It says welcome back on the side of it. It's got the chicken on it.
That on Twitter. I forget who posted it.
Right. There are a bunch of us got these things, and then you open this box. It's got like a full magnetic thing. It's got a little flag that the chicken holds in the game. It's got a crown in there. Let's see what else. They sent us this really awesome pin, which is on my lanyard from TwitchCon. This is a pin right here. And then again, another piece of kind of like marketing material. They sent us this, and on the back of it is the signatures of all the people that have worked on this game. And again, for example, people are like, well, there's only 7 people working on the game. Well, there's a lot more than 7 signatures on this card. So I'm guessing that there's been some people that have helped out besides just the team that's directly working on the game. But I think the reason why I bring all this up to you is to let you know that they definitely have put something together. And I think that, and we've talked about it before, they're just waiting for the time when they feel like they've got a game in a good enough place to where when they go out and try to, let's just say, bring in 100,000, 300,000, a million people, whatever their reach might be, they want to make sure that when they get here and they click on the game and they fire it up, that it works, number one. And number two, that they've got the content that's going to keep them engaged in the game. One of the things I think that they're probably looking at is how engaged is a community that has been very hard to please and very hard to make 100% happy for the 2.5 years since the game's not been updated. And so it's hard to gauge that group of people and determine if, well, is that going to work for everybody else? We're going to try and market. And so I even said this the other day. I said, listen, with or without us old school people that have been sitting around here playing this for the last 4 years, whether it was good or bad, is even if every single one of us that's been playing this game and trying to keep it alive, even if all of us decided to stop playing, if they go out and properly market this game, it'll be more people than any of us could have ever imagined that show up to play our game. And in fact, between you and I would almost rather all of us quit playing and let those people come and play and get good at the game and then have us come back and play with them so that we don't shit all over every single one of them and make them go play Fortnite again.
Yeah.
Hashtag my own opinion. Can we get to talk after killing or being killed in Realm to the other people? That would be a cool feature. You mean like proximity chat?
I would love proximity chat, man.
Well, if there wasn't a bunch of racist, homophobic, immature little bitches that play our game, we probably could have proximity chat.
I think that's what Thor alluded to when someone brought that up
But
on a stream a while back, but he didn't say it like that.
If we do have proximity chat, I can promise you that mine will be turned off because I happen to have the 5 most evil people in the world that like to bother me while I'm streaming. And I'm sure that they would say just really nice things about me. But anyway, listen, man, is there anything else that you want to say? Anything else that you want to talk about? Any questions that you might have for me? Because that's it, man. I've asked you everything. You said you were brilliant, man. You were awesome.
I appreciate you, man. Like I said, thanks again for having me on here. Like I said, it was definitely a surprise. For sure. And like I do want to thank you for all you do for the game of Realm, putting it out there on TikTok, helping it grow, getting more people to come over, and for the fan base and all the people who play Realm, because I see a lot of people just say stupid things on Twitter and and I have to bite my tongue so many times, and oftentimes I don't, and I let them know what like my opinion is. But I just want to tell everyone there just to be patient with Realm, with the dev team, let them work out their kinks, and when there's a problem, let them fix it. Everything's going to be fine. You
Yeah.
just gotta have faith in the community, man. Have faith in the Realm team because they've done such a damn good job bringing it back from what it was to now. And I just think the sky's the limit for Realm, man. It hasn't even been a year since Reforged has dropped, and we've already gotten some good content, man. And we got a battle pass coming, so
Everything you
I'm
just
excited, bro.
everything
I'm
you
hyped.
just said is like 100%. You know, I'm so thankful to have you say that. I appreciate that, man. Like, for a lot of different reasons, and a lot of people wonder, well, why are you so stuck on this game? Why don't you play something else? You know, why don't you, you know, why don't you, you know,
I get people who are impatient too,
why are you playing this game? You know, you should play Fortnite. Fortnite's free. You know, hey, have you tried the new Warzone? So listen, I have tried the new Warzone. I've tried Fortnite. Great games, awesome games. They're just not my game. This is my game. This is what I love, and this is what I've hitched my wagon to, if you will, as far as creating content. So that's what I'm doing, man. I'm gonna stick with this game. So listen, GamingCubeLive, love you, man. Thank you for all your support in this community. Thank you for the kind words tonight, man. Thank you for the insight tonight. If you guys don't know GamingCubeLive, let's get a quick shout out for him. Shout out at, he didn't even chat though. I don't think, he's not even in here. Gaming, he's not even chatted in the channel. No,
I was going to earlier, and then I kind of got distracted.
I'm pretty sure I got the right. I've got you.
Let's just drop some of your emotes in there, not mine. There we go.
I got you. Jukes SDK, can you tell when the update of Realm Royale will come out? It'll come out this year. I swear to God, I promise it'll come out this year. I promise. In fact, I'm going to go out on a limb here. I hope I don't get in trouble. I think that we're going to get it before Christmas. Yeah. I have it on good authority before Christmas.
Safe bet. That's a safe bet.
Yeah. Yo, Yusuki.
Like I'm trying to be patient, but like I'm getting very impatient waiting for the update. And it's not like out of anger. I just want to play the damn update, man.
No, listen, man. I have the same problem, bro. So like I get to play the PTS. I got to play, you know, for probably 10, 12 hours. And then I jump off, and then I know we're going to have to wait 10, 12 days probably, because that's just been the way it's usually been. And so I find myself being like, you know, maybe I will play a little Fortnite. Maybe I will play a little Warzone. Because I don't want to get too frustrated. And I also have a theory, by the way, is that they don't do anything to help our game in that time between they're waiting to patch and the time they tell us about the PTS. I feel like the servers get worse. And why would they spend time to fix the servers when they're just going to do a patch soon? You know, like, I swear every game I play, the servers are trash days before they freaking update their game. Not just ours. Yeah. Every game's like that. Yo, What is up, Mama Bearcrafts? Listen, you guys, thank you, GamingCubeLive, man. Appreciate you, brother. I'll see you out there in the realm. Thanks for coming in tonight, man. I really mean that. I will see you out there, brother. Thank you so much again for coming in.
Yes, sir. Thanks for having me, man. Have a good one.
You got it, brother. You got it.